My next destination is Route 19. But before I go over there are a couple of things that I want to pick up over at the Valley Windworks. Now, I could have done this last video, but I want to go over to the Fuego Ironworks first. Okay, here we have the TM for Thunderbolt, and I did say there are two items I'm picking up, and the other item is right here, right where the Thunderbolt TM was. Oh yes, if you were playing the original games, then the Thunderbolt TM would have been on this small island over there, right behind the Windworks. Okay, nothing's here right now, but something is going to be over here later on. What is it? Well, you'll find out. Okay, with that done, let's make our way to Sanjum Town. Since I did say Route 219 was going to be my next destination, I mean, after all, I can't go to Candlelight City quite yet, since I was told that I have to go to Route 221 first, where the Power Park is. And once that's done, then and only then can I make my way over to Candlelight City. Okay, the music just glitched for a second. The surfing music started to play before I got into the water. What's up with that? Well, anyway, looks like we have a lot to discuss today. But before I get into any details, I want to address something first. Last video, I said something about how the music that was supposed to be playing in the Fuego Ironworks was the same music that you heard back at the Orberg Gate, right? Well, I made a mistake. I meant to say Orberg Mine instead. Yeah, I tend to get those two places mixed up since they both start with the word Orberg. So just to be clear, the music that was supposed to be playing in the Fuego Ironworks was the same music that you heard back at the Orberg Mines, not the Orberg Gate. So, sorry for any confusion, I tend to mix up certain places every now and then. But as for the music you did hear in the Fuego Ironworks, you're going to be hearing that once you eventually reach Stark Mountain, which won't be for quite some time. Okay, let's get down to business. As you all know, recently there was a Pokemon Presents video that came out a few days ago that was 35 minutes long, and yes, I did see that video, and I have to say, I was really impressed with what I saw. Although, I was expecting to see some certain things in that one video, but what I expected to happen in that video didn't happen. I'm talking about the Animal Trio, which are now called the Royal 3 by the way, as well as Tropicos and Ogerpon. Yeah, I was expecting those 5 Pokemon to have their typings revealed, but that didn't happen. So I assume there's going to be another Pokemon Presents video somewhere down the road, and if that does happen, then hopefully we get to see what the typings of those 5 Pokemon are going to be. Although, while I was watching the video, I saw that Monkey Dory was using something that kind of looked like a Psychic type attack, so are we under the impression that Monkey Dory is going to be a Psychic type Pokemon? If so, then okay, I'm all for that. I mean, after all, in my opinion, Monkey Dory kind of does look like a Psychic type Pokemon, although some people may disagree, but whatever. In my opinion, Monkey Dory does kind of look like a Psychic type Pokemon. That's all there is to it. Anyway, it was revealed that the Teal Mask DLC for Scarlet and Violet will come out on Wednesday, September 13th. Okay, that's not in the fall, that's still in the summertime. I believe the first day of fall is supposed to be on September 23rd, but doesn't matter. All that matters is, Wednesday, September 13th, that's a very important date for us. As for the Indigo Disc DLC, well, we still don't know when that's going to get released, since we were told that it was going to come out somewhere in the winter, or sometime in the winter rather, so yeah, we haven't been given an exact date as to when the Indigo Disc DLC is going to come out. Okay, so upon looking at that video, looks to me like a lot of Pokemon were introduced to us. So I'm going to start with the one Pokemon that was introduced in the Teal Mask DLC, and that's Applin. Okay, looks like we got a new evolved form for Applin, and yeah, just by looking at it, I can tell what you're thinking. It looks like a candied apple. Man, it really sucks that I can't eat apples. Anyway, just by looking at the way it looks, as well as its weight, I want to say that maybe that thing could also evolve into another Pokemon, but we don't know that for sure yet. Although, if Applin were to evolve into Diplin, then I assume there's going to be a specific item that will evolve Applin into Diplin. I mean, after all, there are 2 specific items that will evolve Applin into either Flapple or Appletun, depending on what the item is. Either the Tart Apple or the Sweet Apple. So, I assume this is going to be the case for Diplin as well. Or maybe it's possible we could level up Applin so that way it can evolve into Diplin, but I seriously doubt that. Before making this video, I took a look online to see what the level up moves for Applin is, and yeah, I don't think it learns any level up moves at all. The only moves that it can learn consist of Withdraw and Astonish. That's it. And the rest of the moves it can learn, I believe they're either TM moves or moves that you could teach Applin via Move Tutor, especially Draco Meteor. But given the fact that I believe Applin's base special attack stat is 40, yeah, I don't think you're going to go very far with that. I believe its highest stat is defense. It's at 80, I believe. So yeah, I don't think Draco Meteor is really going to help out Applin all that much. Now, I took a look at how much pounds Ziplin weighs, and apparently weighs almost 10 pounds. So I'm under the impression that maybe Ziplin is going to evolve into something else, because I don't think they're going to leave Ziplin the way it is, since when was the last time you saw a fully evolved Pokemon that weighed almost 10 pounds? I'm pretty sure there's some Pokemon out there like that, but I seriously doubt that. So, yeah, I'm thinking that maybe Ziplin is going to evolve into a different Pokemon entirely, but we just don't know what it is yet. Although this hasn't confirmed to be true, so yeah, don't quote me on it. Okay, let's have a look at its ability, Super Sweet Syrup. So, when it comes out into battle, it lowers the opposing Pokemon's evasiveness stat. Yeah, sorry about that, I have a hard time saying that word. So, it's kind of like Intimidate. I may have seen an ability like that in a certain Pokemon fan-made game. I don't quite recall what that game was called, but I believe that ability involved lowering the opposing Pokemon's special attack stat. But I'm not really sure what Pokemon had that certain ability. Yeah, it's been a while since I last saw that particular fan-made game. So yeah, Super Sweet Syrup. It's kind of like Intimidate. So yeah, if Ziplin does come out, then all those people out there who love to use Double Team and Minimize and whatnot, beware. As for its signature move, that being Syrup Bomb, okay, so it causes the opposing Pokemon speed stat to drop one stage each turn for 3 turns. Well, I guess that makes sense, since after all, Ziplin has some sort of sticky substance coming from it, so yeah, I guess it's only fitting that Syrup Bomb lowers the opposing Pokemon speed. Oh yeah, now that we're on Route 220, I believe the pathway is split into 3 paths. I believe 2 paths lead you to Route 221, and there is a 3rd path on the bottom, and that leads to a dead end, but there is a trainer there. My goal is, I believe there's a double battle somewhere in this area, so I want to get that double battle over with already, so that way I won't have to worry about it for the next video. So, yeah, after I fight this guy, I'm going to see if I can find that double battle, because I'm pretty sure it's in this particular area of Route 220. Okay, with that done, let's move on to the other Pokemon that were introduced in the Indigo Disc, starting with something that I'm pretty sure none of us ever expected. Duraludon having an evolved form, in the form of Archaudon. Okay, hopefully I'm saying that properly. Duraludon has a base stat total of 535, so I don't know why Game Freak chose to evolve that thing. I'm pretty sure there's other Pokemon out there with that kind of base stat total, but I'm pretty sure they're not going to evolve. Okay, I was thinking for a second that maybe some other Pokemon out there that has the same base stat total as Duraludon is capable of evolving, but no, that's not the case. At least I don't think it is. Okay, there's that double battle I wanted to partake in. Okay, let me see if I can have that. Okay, I was about to say, let's see if I can have that person turn towards that other trainer who wants to battle, but looks like this Mantyke is going to interrupt me. Okay, Archaudon. So, it has a signature move called Electro Shot. So, it's a 2-turn move, although if it's raining, it'll attack immediately. So, it's kind of like Solar Beam, except that Solar Beam doesn't raise your special attack before attacking. Okay, I'm not really sure how much power Electro Shot is going to have, but whatever it has, hopefully it's a pretty good move for certain people to use. Although, if Archaudon were to be paired with certain Pokemon, like say Kyogre or Politoed, then yeah, instant Electro Shots immediately. Yeah, let's just put it that way. Okay, if Archaudon is the evolved form of Duraludon, then I assume that Archaudon is going to have a pretty good base stat total, since Duraludon's base stat total is pretty decent, 535. I don't think I ever used Duraludon when I played Sword and Shield, since I don't think I was a huge fan of it. As for Archaudon's one of 2 abilities, all I know is it can get Sturdy as one of its 2 abilities. I don't quite recall what the other ability was. Well, it's only fitting that I remember Sturdy, since I guess a whole lot of people like that ability, but at the same time hate it when it's being used against them. Okay, on to some other Pokemon that I guess caught a lot of us off guard. Paradox Raikou and Paradox Cobalion in the form of Raging Bolt and Iron Crown respectively. So taking a look at Paradox Raikou, it seems to me that some people think that it looks like a giraffe because of its yellow coloring, but to me it looks like a brontosaurus. Well, I guess that's fitting since, after all, dinosaurs are supposed to be ancient creatures, so yeah, it's no surprise that Paradox Raikou is based off of a brontosaurus. As for Paradox Cobalion, well, yeah, obviously it kind of looks like Iron Leaves, which is supposed to be Paradox Virizion. You know, I'm noticing something here. I'm pretty sure all of you must notice this too. Recently, we had a Paradox Suicune and Paradox Virizion come out in the form of Walking Wake and Iron Leaves respectively, and now we have Paradox Raikou and Paradox Cobalion come out in the form of Raging Bolt and Iron Crown respectively. So it looks to me like 2 of the 3 Musketeer beasts have Paradox form, as well as 2 of the 3 members of the Musketeer trio, so I assume somewhere along the way we're going to get Paradox Entei and Paradox Terrakion. If so, then I guess that's good, since, well, 2 of the 3 members of the legendary Pokemon, yeah, they have Paradox form, so it's only fitting that the 3rd member of the legendary trio get a Paradox form as well. Okay, Raging Bolt and Iron Crown. Okay, even I couldn't come up with a name like that. I mean, I think a few videos ago I was contemplating as to if a certain Pokemon were to get a Paradox form, I wonder what I would call it. But yeah, nothing comes to mind since, well, hey, I'm not an expert at making certain Pokemon names. Okay, here we are on Route 221, but I'm not going to go over here yet because there's some more trainers to fight in the area. Okay, I'm going to go downward and grab that item that I see there, and then I'm going to go to that 3rd path, which is the dead end, so that way I can fight the trainer that's over there. Well, hopefully I can make it over there before time is up. Okay, so we have some Charade battle events. So apparently I heard that there was something involving distribution which gives player a Mew with a red-up Char type, as well as a move that will match its Char type. Oh, hold on a second. I think there's something towards the left, so let me see if I can try and grab whatever's there. Okay, so this event will run until September 18th. Oh, there's a trainer here. Okay, I didn't remember that. Okay, and you can obtain this Mew with the code called GetYourMew. Okay, it's one word with no spaces at all. In addition, a new Charade battle event was announced. I believe starting from September 1st through September 17th, there will be a 7-star Mewtwo event, and I believe its Char type is supposed to be Psychic. Yeah, that thing is going to be pretty strong, no doubt, since yeah, Mewtwo is one of the hardest hitting Pokemon out there. Although, in the Pokemon Presents video, it was hinted that if you challenge the Mewtwo with the event Mew with your side, or by your side rather, something special will happen. I'll tell you what that is. So, if you have that event Mew face the Mewtwo, then I believe Mew is going to get a 50% HP increase, as well as a 20% stat boost to all of its stats, except for evasiveness and accuracy, of course. So yeah, that is a pretty nice thing to happen to Mew. Well, I'm not really sure what the moves of the Mewtwo is going to be, so yeah, hopefully Mew can take whatever Mewtwo could throw at it. Also, I heard something about another Charade battle event featuring 3 particular Pokemon. I believe that's supposed to start next month, and I believe those 3 Pokemon consist of Scizor, Hydreigon, and Blissey. How fitting, since I believe those 3 could stand up to Mewtwo. Well, it all depends on what moves Mewtwo knows, because when you least expected, maybe Mewtwo could have some kind of move that could counter those 3 Pokemon, especially Hydreigon, since I guess Mewtwo is best known for having Aura Sphere as one of its moves. As for certain Fire-type attacks that Mewtwo can learn, well, I guess Mewtwo can learn certain Fire-type attacks, like say Fire Blast or Flamethrower. So yeah, it looks like Scizor has to watch out for that. As for Blissey, well, I guess Blissey does stand a chance against Mewtwo since, well, I seriously doubt that the particular Mewtwo that you're going to be facing in that Charade battle event has any physical attacking moves. I mean, who knows, maybe it could have Aura Sphere as one of its moves, but if it does have that, then, well, I don't think that's going to damage Blissey very much because of its very high special effects. Okay, got Jump Rock over here. I believe this was supposed to be a different item back in the original games. Okay, looks to me like I don't have any more time to fight trainers, so I'm going to end it off here. Next time, more surfing around Route 220, and hopefully we could step on land towards Route 221. See you all next time.